Okay, I'm going to show you something here with the four aces. Have you ever seen the movie The Invisible Man?
Uh-huh.
Or read the book? Well, there's special magical ways you can change things invisible. I have the four aces here. I'm going to try and turn one invisible. Watch closely. What I'm going to do is take one of the aces and just render it invisible like this. So take it, squeeze it like that, changes invisible. It's in my hand, you can't see it, but it's there. Then I can lay it down, then it changes visible again. Now, there's two there, and two there. Point to a spot on the table. Right there. Okay, I'll change one invisible, render it invisible right there. See, one is going to vanish right there. At that point, actually it didn't vanish, it just changed invisible. See, it's right there. You can't see it, but you can feel it. See, feel it.
Yeah, right.
Watch. It changes.
Oh my gosh.
It's visible. Leaving just one, the ace of spades. Hold out your hand. You've got the ace of diamonds, clubs, and hearts. Okay. It's 1, 2, and 3. Place your hand on top of that. Okay, now place your other hand on top. Okay. Now watch. What I'm going to do is take this one, render it invisible. Up in your hand.
No way.
Turn them over and show. Four aces, and now up here. Just like that. Thank you very much, Invisible Travelers. Hi. This is the explanation for my variation of Open Travelers. I call it Invisible Travelers. On the face of the deck you have the King of Clubs and the King of Spades. Have a pinky break on the King of Spades. Now you could have the four aces out from when you just produced them, or whatever. And then when you scoop them up, you pick them up with your left hand. You're going to add this card onto the back. Okay, very simple. Just pick them up, add on everything, and you just pick up at the break. Now you set the deck to your lower right hand corner of your mat, right on the side like that. So what you've done is you've secretly loaded one of the black kings underneath. Okay, now you just spread over the top three aces, saying you have the four aces. Then what you do is, as you're doing the squiggly flourish, what you're going to do is you're going to take the blacks like that into the left, reds into the right. This is just to displace it, for the displacements. Put this on top and put one underneath as you flip the whole packet over. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do an Ascanio spread. You hold the packet with your thumb here, middle finger here. Just briefly, for those who aren't familiar with the Ascanio spread, your fingers just pull the bottom card, back spread, then your thumb on the top card. Then you bring this packet up, and your middle finger, back spread, and your doubles right there. So you're holding with your thumb like that, your fingers at the back, so that you can set this down. It's a nice way to set down a double. You're just moving that away. That acts as pinchers. And you've got the double down on the table. Now you pick this up. Say you're going to change an ace invisible. Now this is my variation of a tent vanish, Finley's tent vanish. When you bring your hand over, it's kind of like a French drop. Instead of just going like this, your thumb goes behind it. Now you can see it between your fingers. When your fingers close, at that point what you're going to do is just let go with your thumb. Just bring your thumb up. That will drop that down. So hand comes over, fingers close, pretending to take it. So you've actually dropped it on top. Do that again. Hand comes over like this, fingers close. As soon as your fingers close, your right thumb just lifts up. That lifts up your left thumb, that drops the card. So you come over pretending to take the card, saying you got it invisible. Now when you set this down, the heel of your palm right here, heel of your hand is going to hit the double first. And you're going to spread that. Then you lift up your hand to reveal. Just like that, the first one. So we'll do that again. Heel of your hand hits, cover, just like that. Now you've got, actually over here, three aces. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick this up and do like an Elmsley push-off of top. Then you're going to just do a subtlety there. So you've got the double over here in your right hand. So you pick that up, do like a Elmsley push off at this point, showing two aces there. Set those down, squaring that. Now you do a time delay. This is Ackerman's packet switch for open travelers. You do a time delay, have them point to somewhere on the table. So you're going to pick up this packet instead of picking up the packet you're actually working with. So you do a time delay, they point to somewhere on the table, then you pick up the packet on the right instead of your left hand side. Now you're going to do a repeat of the 10th vanish. You're going to pretend to set that down, pretending to change it invisible. You're going to frame it like it's invisible there. Then you do, at this point, you do a double. Turn that over in your hand, or you could do, it's a nice double here. Now, you're going to have them, you're going to say, here it is, you're going to have them touch it. At that point, your hand turns palm up, and they go to touch it, your hand turns palm down, and this part of your hand, I'm going to have to turn this so you can see this. Your hand comes down, your hand turns palm down, and this part of the hand hits here. Then you're just going to steal that right off the top of the double, that card. So I'll do that again from over here. So this is what it would look like. This happens really fast, you can't see it. Okay, but I'll do it from an exposed angle so you can see it. Hand turns palm up, and your right hand turns palm down. As you're telling them to touch it, you come back. It's at an angle to the table. You just hit it, that part of the hand first, and you steal it over. Now you're just pretending to touch it. So at that point, it's under your hand, just sliding on the table. Then you slide it forward, pretend to make it appear like that. Okay. So that'd be there. Turn that over. Slip it down. Now you're left with the double over here. You click the double, and at this point you cop it as you're clicking supposedly the ace of spades, but you're going to switch it out. So you've got the double. As you click it with your thumb, you set that down the far right corner of the mat. So you've got your hand here so they can't see it. This is cop position here. Then you pick this up, pick these three up. As you pick them up, turning them face up. So that's done like this so they can't see it at the proper angle. Now, turn them over one by one, showing three. Set them down. At this point, I'm going to turn this like this so you can see the end vanish. And pick this up with your right hand. As you're telling them to put their hand on top for misdirection. At that point, your left hand comes over, fingertips towards the mat. As soon as you're in this position, what you're going to do is you're going to bring this into longitudinal palm. So your hand covers, bring that into longitudinal palm, longitudinal. At that point, you ditch this onto the deck as you're bringing this up. Just drop that off, and then they won't notice that it changes from king clubs to king spades. Then you come over, pretend to vanish that, and you can reveal them to end. Okay. So that's my variation of open travelers.